What's up, guys? Welcome to Chiefs Chat, episode number 79. And as you guys can tell, I'm just laid back. Not a care in the world. I'm just very relaxed right now. Because this week we play the Baltimore Ravens. Now, a lot of people say, don't sleep on the Ravens. They're a good team. And I'll admit, they've got some talented players. Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, Hollywood Brown, Marlon Humphreys. They've got some great players. So, a lot of people say, don't sleep on the Ravens. They can do some great things. So, you know what? I'm not going to sleep on the Ravens. I wouldn't dare sleep on the Ravens. Because I'm going into a whole coma on the Ravens, okay? We dominate this team. We just do. Seems like every year we play the Ravens nowadays. And you know what? We kill them. First matchup was close. Fourth quarter thriller. The last couple of matchups against the Ravens have been very, very one-sided. The Chiefs dominate. We just do. As bad as our defense is, Lamar Jackson, his kryptonite is the Chiefs defense. I don't know what it is, but we've got him figured out. We just do. He's nothing when he comes to play the Chiefs. He's just bad, frankly. Did you guys watch last year's game? It was very one-sided. And not because, the Chiefs dominated on offense. We were good on offense. We were pretty good. We were solid. Of course, we're always solid. But most Chiefs games, last week, for instance, we dominated on offense, and that's the reason we won the game. But every time we play the Ravens, the only reason we win is because we stop Lamar Jackson. I think we've got this team figured out. I think we just do. So like I said, man, I'm going into a coma against the Ravens. I'm not going to sleep against the Ravens. I'm going into a coma because they're so bad against the Chiefs. I don't know what it is, but I'm just absolutely not worried. And nobody should be, It should just be a fun, relaxing, fantastic game. I think that's what it's going to be. So the Chiefs, I think we're just going to have fun with it because we know we can beat this team. So I think we're going to get creative. I think Andy Reid, in my personal opinion, he's going to get a couple of other guys involved because last week it was the Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce show. But everybody with a brain knows that this team has an incredible amount of offensive weapons. D-Rob, of course, is going to have a big game, I think. Mecole Hardman, I think, is going to have a very big game. I think they're going to get a couple of these other guys involved because Andy Reid is going to want to keep, guys like Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill out of the minds of a lot of defensive, coordinators, that we're going against. Because then, all of a sudden you're like, oh man, Mecole Hardman's going crazy. We got to focus on, stopping him. And then Tyreek Hill, sneaking past him and being like, oh, here I am. I'm great. Andy Reid's a smart guy. I think he's going to figure out how to get a couple of these other guys involved. We've got a lot of talent to work with. I think it's going to happen. And I'm hoping and praying that we just have a very, very good game on the ground. Of course, that's how it's been for the past few weeks. I'm just trying to see, how good our running game is really going to be and how good this offensive line is going to be able to move the defense. Last week was pretty solid. Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball quite a bit, but he didn't get as many yards as I was hoping. I'm hoping for more production this week. And I think we've got potential to be able to do it. I think the offensive line that we've got right now has the ability to really move players. I think we can make space. I think we can do it. Any defensive line, I think we can try to at least do a little bit of something. Even the best in the NFL, and the Ravens very well could be, might not be able to manage getting past this offensive line. I think we're that good. Brad Veach, he's got our back. He did some great things in the offseason. Got some great players. So, I'm looking for that. Hopefully they don't get to Patrick Mahomes too much. They didn't do it a lot last week. But of course, not too much of a threat when Patrick Mahomes has to roll out of the pocket. Usually that means a big play. So, joke's on them. But I want Patrick Mahomes to stay in the pocket, manage the game, give it to Mecole Hardman, give it to D-Rob, give it to those guys who don't get a lot of touches normally so that we can kind of, disguise guys like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, who I think, best tight end and best wide receiver in the NFL, respectively. Those guys are insane. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a fantastic game. I'm excited. I'm really excited. And, like I said, not worried, not a care in the world. Frankly, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a fun one. Sunday Night Football, prime time. Everyone's going to be watching the Chiefs. So, I'm excited to see, a lot of people's reactions to guys like Mecole Hardman and D-Rob getting a lot of great plays in. I think that's what's going to happen tonight. I think people are going to realize this team is a lot more deep than a lot of people think they are. I could almost guarantee you that not a lot of people who aren't Chiefs fans even know who Mecole Hardman is. They're like, who's this guy? Well, they're going to know tonight. Frankly, they just are. So that's all I got to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Chiefs chat. I'll see you guys, for the post game. Talking about the Ravens post game, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fantastic. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out.